Well, well, well. Fancy meeting you in this universe. I just didn't expect us to be meeting with you on your ass again. Did you forget the whole signal me plan? You know, let me know where you are so we can stop you being captured? Or did you just want a reminder of what it feels like to have your neurons scrambled? Anyway, despite your complete lack of a signal, I managed to intercept a Watchtower comm beacon and track you down the old-fashioned way. Yeah, good to see you too, you blockhead. Alright, here we go. New universe, same old game plan. Clearly Watchtower is still a threat. I know we dealt with them before, but now we're back to square one, so we're gonna need more than 2 ships to keep us safe. There'll be reinforcements inbound, so just like last time, I'll go lure them away with my ship. Give you a chance to get back on your feet. I'll be waiting for you at Stardock. Don't keep me waiting long. We got a fleet to rebuild.
Just like your lights.
Attention uncataloged vessel. Our systems have flagged you as suspect. You will submit to processing. They're bouncing some sort of signal off our transmitter array. Cutting power. Too late. I'm detecting it. It's a ship. It's jumping in. Weapons ready. Open fire.
Oh, you don't know how glad I am that all this worked. I mean, maybe it's different for you, but I always find going through the Unities disorienting at the best of times. Never mind trying to piggyback off someone else's jump, and then I wasn't even sure I made it to the right universe or not. But as soon as I picked up your signal, I knew we had pulled it off. I wasn't even that far away, actually. Didn't I already explain that? Maybe not. To be honest, my memory's still kind of fuzzy. But we can go over that later, okay? Alright, we are in a new universe, but we're gonna follow the same game plan. We're back to square one, and Watchtower are a big threat again, so we're gonna need more than 2 ships to keep us safe. Now, they didn't launch a comm beacon, so we don't need to worry about reinforcements showing up, but still, we shouldn't dawdle here. Come meet me at Stardock as soon as you can, and we'll start rebuilding our fleet. Okay then. See you soon.
And there you are. Welcome to Stardock Beta. It's a new universe, so I figured we should give the Stardock a new name. At the very least, it should help us keep track of how many Unity jumps we've made. So it seems. Looks like we're stuck with each other. That is, assuming we're both not alternate versions of each other. I mean, I'm 99% sure I'm still the same me and that you're still the same you, but when it comes to multiverse jumping, who knows? Either way, some version of me should join you on any future jumps. Fingers crossed. Mostly setting everything up again. I had to go find my ship, rescue Gren, then help Harper get Stardock operational. Considering this was my second time doing it all, I managed to do it a little bit faster, and with a few less screw-ups. I guess being Starborn sometimes has its benefits. Yeah, they often do, at least from my experience. Most things seem to stay the same. Usually it's something small or subtle that changes, like a person's hairstyle or their favorite type of chunks. You know, personal choice, that kind of stuff. The paths and roads a person takes during their life. I guess people find it hard to be consistent. Right you are. Watchtower are back in full force, so let's get to rebuilding your fleet. First, we'll need that fleet sync control node again. If you're ready to get moving. Okay. Now, We know what we need, the control node, and we know where to get it, the facility on Eridani III. And we also know what's waiting for us on Eridani III, big old Watchtower mechs. Gren has installed the Skydrop system on my ship, but we still only have a single missile, and we need that to crack open the Watchtower facility. Hey, it wasn't through lack of trying. I looked everywhere I could. But outside of fighting and salvaging Watchtower ships, it's hard tech to come by. And despite trying to direct Gren to cobble something together out of spare parts without real Watchtower components, it just didn't work. Here's a flare. Same plan as last time. Blast a hole in the facility, and when that mech comes out, I'm gonna kamikaze the Perseverance right on top of it. Boom, no more mech. I've stripped out and removed everything from my ship that's not strictly necessary. Also swapped out some of the more expensive parts. Which means we'll have a few more supplies to start with this time. And later on, if we want to, we may be able to build ourselves a new Perseverance. But right now, we've got a control node to salvage. I'll be waiting for you in the black. Don't be long.
Ready to leave for the Eridani system, or do you need a minute? We're doing this by the book. Scan for the facility, eliminate the drones and mechs, collect the control node, then back to Stardock. Correct. Lead on and I'll be right there with you.
Your raptors are as majestic as a barrel.
Eridani III. Didn't think I'd see you again so soon. Focus on the scan. I'll make sure those drones don't catch us off guard. Receiving data on my end. Let's see. There's the target. Icebound as ever. Skydrop should crack it open nicely. Just a few seconds more. And Watchtower drones are inbound. Exactly on schedule. It's drone busting time. Then down to the planet. I'll show you.
Their engines are offline! It's always nice when the thing you pursue doesn't move.
Adios, drones. Down to the planet's surface you go. I'll stay here and ready Skydrop. Keep that mech in mind. When it surfaces, I'll be primed and ready to take it out. Stay safe. And remember, when I grab shift, it'll likely take me far from your position. I'll catch up as soon as I can, so you just focus on the control node inside the facility. Let's make it happen. Here comes the Skydrop. Get that flare on the target. Let's punch through and move in. Flare position received. Target locked, missile loaded. Skydrop is en route. That did it. Facility's cracked. And here comes our mechanized friend. Lining up for the hit. Make sure you're far enough away from that mech. On my way down. When I'm low enough, I'll use the grav shift to escape. I'll probably end up miles away from your position. Head into the facility, and I'll join you as soon as I'm able. It's about to get messy.
Right where we expected it. Why do you always ask me that? And here's me without a ship again. Guess I'll be catching a ride with you. All right, time to... Wait. Oh, no.
Warning. Connection error detected. Anomalies in Corvette control system. Containment protocols engaged. Area sealed.
Oh, the mech! I totally forgot.
Warning. Skydrop mech boot-up sequence in progress.
Damn it, sorry. I should have remembered. We'll have to take this thing down again. I'll get the Corvette prepped to fire the disruptor. Be a pal, go flip those power switches, okay? Let's get to it.
Ha! Toasty time for Mr. Mech.
Oops-a-daisy. Yeah, open those eyes now. Sorry, completely my bad on forgetting about the mech. Sorry you ended up getting hit by the disruptor. Again. Absolutely. Next time I'll make sure it's not a problem. Well, looks like you can still stand, mostly walk, and kinda talk, so we're good to get going, I think. Okay, back to Stardock. New Gren should be happy to get his hands on the control node. Off we go.
Torin! Why is it every time we get back from a supply run, you're nowhere to be found? Is it really that hard to stay put and not leave the station unattended?
Harper! You know what? You're absolutely right. I should have stayed. Or at least let you know I was leaving. After all, Babs can't regulate the station's power core. The unstable power core.
Well, okay. As long as you understand and try not to do it again. So who's your friend here? Huh? Sorry, I don't think I know you. Have we met before?
No! First time! I just told you about him is all. Hey, Ixnay on the Unity Talk A. This is the person I told you about, Harper. The one I was looking for. He was almost a permanent guest at Watchtower's pleasure. But, per usual, yours truly was there to oh so heroically save the day.
Put a sock in it, Torin.
And you, Torin's friend? From what I understand, you be no fan of Watchtower, right? If you want to give them a bloody lip, come talk to me when you have a moment. Got a job for you.
And there goes Harper. Of course, you've already met her, but this Harper has never met you. So, just be careful with any Unity talk, okay? It can be dangerous to just come out and tell people you're from another universe. And not just dangerous for you, but for them as well. Have we not talked about this before? Well, anyway. If they don't just outright dismiss you, it can make them a target, completely upend their life, or even break their entire sense of reality. It's not something you should do casually, especially with those who likely aren't ready for it. Harper and Gren? They're not ready. Not yet. So far it seems to be. I've not noticed any major differences yet, but still early days. Sounds like a plan to me. Just remember, you've never met him before. Or we could go see Harper, let her tell us about all the listening posts and spy arrays. Your choice. Lead and I'll follow.
First rule. This is my home, and you're a guest. So, yeah. Did Torin prep you on this or something? Anyway, so long as you don't cause trouble, my docking bays are always open. With that out of the way, welcome to Stardock. I think that's what we ended up calling this place. Oh yeah. Now, compared to Torin and Gren, I've no real grudge with Watchtower, but from what little I know of them, I don't think I like them very much. They seem like the domineering type, sticking their noses where they're not wanted. So, when Gren tells me he detects some sort of Watchtower listening post in the Altair system, I can't say I'm too happy about that.
That does sound bad. The Altair system is barely a jump away.
I don't care if it's the Freestar Collective, pirates, or even this Watchtower. I don't want anyone snooping around near my home.
Couldn't agree more. Tell you what, Harper, how about we go investigate this listening post? We can grab any data it's collected, see what Watchtower have been poking their nose into, and then ensure the post is taken offline.
Really? Hey, if you can do that, I'll pay for your time. We only passed by the system, but as best we could tell, the listening post was somewhere on Altair III. Couldn't tell you exactly where, though. You'll probably have to investigate the planet to find that out.
Altair
if you do
3,
find
huh?
the place, make
We'll
a
have to do
copy
a
of
scan
any
of the
data
planet,
it has collected.
see if we can pick anything
At the very
up.
least, it might shed some light on what Watchtower's up to.
Can do. And once that's done, we'll be sure to put a permanent end to the listening post. Ensure there's no more sneaky spies in the neighborhood.
Good luck, you two. Let me know how it turns out.
Time to check in with Gren. You know the way.
Huh. So you found him after all. Good. Better with us than in Watchtower's hands.
All right, calm down. There's nothing to worry about.
Apologies if I caused distress. Maybe I should remove my helmet.
You know what? Sounds like a great idea.
There. Much better.
No need to be shy, Gren. I've already explained about you being ex-Watchtower.
Huh. Is that so? Please, feel free to ask any questions you might have. I'll answer what I can. I take it that means you recovered the control node.
Aha! Got it right here. Was exactly where you said we'd find it. Was a smooth recovery for the most part.
Huh. There were no complications at all?
Nothing we weren't expecting. Well, there was one thing, but other than that.
If you hand me the control node, we can begin building your fleet. Acceptable condition. Should suffice. I've already done most of the prep work. Installing this to the main board shouldn't be difficult. Please, have a seat. Help yourself to a snack or drink. This won't take long. There. I think we're done here. The control node integrated without issue. You now have a mainframe fully capable of fleet management and coordination. If that's what you'd prefer. Torin, I noticed your ship.
Yeah. Funny story. You'd think this sort of thing would be avoidable, but apparently not. I ended up destroying my ship.
That does not surprise me. And now, I am doubly glad that I began work on building a second Skydrop deployment system. We can integrate it into your fleet's new ship immediately. I have a feeling you will make for a better custodian for it than Torin. So far, everything I've made has been reverse engineered from Watchtower hardware. The fleet command system, the Skydrops. In theory, I could upgrade these things, but I need specialized components. Watchtower components.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be able to find what you need. Thanks for your time, Gren. And now we can build up a fleet again. Nice. Before we get going, you should really assign a ship to your fleet. Otherwise, Watchtower can grab us whenever they want.
Here we are. Now, we can't go straight to the array, as it'll likely be in a different spot. So we'll need to hit the ground facility first. Okay, get scanning.
This is Research Outpost U-309 to any and all Freestar Collective craft. We are under heavy fire. Hostile spacers are overrunning our position on Altair 2. I'm not sure how much longer our outpost can hold on. We don't have much time. Private Mahoney out.
Nice. Now back to the black to deal with the array. Jump on back to Stardock.
Good to see you back. Any news on that listening post? An intel slate? What exactly happened out there?
Let's see. There was a ground-based listening post with a bunch of troops, then a space array with a Watchtower fleet that jumped in to protect it. None of them were a match for us, of course, and then we recovered that intel slate from the array's wreckage.
I see. I have the feeling I'm not getting the full story, but whatever. You took care of the problem and grabbed some intel too. Not bad. That would explain how you apparently did so well.
You'll want to run that slate through Gren's cracking algorithm at some point. Not much useful info for you personally on there, but you'll find it reveals some interesting tidbits about Watchtower.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like how Watchtower tracks and flags people for capture using those posts and surveillance arrays. And how they have these arrays in most systems.
I see. Then I'll be sure to give the slate a thorough going over. Maybe we can find out which systems Watchtower is hiding these arrays in.
An excellent idea. After all, it would be in our best interest to find and shut down more of these arrays. Stop Watchtower from tracking us as much. However, a small snag. That intel slate, once you start poking around in it, it'll delete its data. It's a Watchtower security feature.
Right. I think Gren warned me about that. Most Watchtower stuff has a self-destruct of some kind. Stops people like me from getting too curious. Still, let's see what I can find. Wow, okay, that was fast. I barely searched for anything before it wiped itself. But I did at least pull the location for another listening post. Vega 2C, I think. In the Vega system. Should be something there.
The hunt begins anew. Thanks, Harper. If we do go there, we may be able to find more intel for you. If you're interested.
It's worth a shot. If you can bring me more of those slates, I can likely pull more locations for you. Well, the data you brought back didn't really have much value, at least to me. But I'm still happy that listening post is gone. So here, your payment. And some advice. You need to be careful out there. Watchtower really is hunting you. These listening posts, any system that has one, makes you vulnerable to ambush.
That's right, but any system we clear of a listening post means Watchtower can't track us there.
Yeah, I suppose. Up to you if you want to keep taking down listening posts. Just be ready for a Watchtower fleet to jump in and attack you. But whatever. Bring me more intel slates, and I'll do what I can to help.
Yeah, we found 2 of them. Pretty weird, huh?
Right. Yeah, I've seen one of these in Gren's workshop. He explained what it was. They work kind of like the intel slates, wiping itself after you pull data from it. This hardware's a little beyond my skill to crack, but leave it with me. I know someone who might be able to get something useful from it. You should bring that other core to Gren. I'm sure he'll have something to say about it. Well, I think we're done. Feel free to use Stardock for whatever you need. I think you've earned your spot here. I'll get you later.
Okay, let's go see Gren.
Back already? Something wrong? I won't ask where these came from. But you were correct. I can use these. So long as I'm duplicating proprietary Watchtower tech, I'll need authentic components like these. Supply me with enough of these components, and I'll be more than willing to fabricate and install more tech to your ships. Like skydrops, for example. A Watchtower computer core. Huh. These units are exceedingly rare. Within them lie blueprints for Watchtower constructs, things such as skydrops.
Oh, we already know all about them. A real wealth of information. At least until they erase themselves, that is.
I suspect we can mine computer cores to acquire blueprints for new types of skydrops, or even devise upgrades for your fleet command system. Of course, if you bring me that core, or others later, I'll be happy to extract what blueprints I can from them. Until then, I can offer to outfit your ships with the skydrops we already have, assuming you have enough Watchtower components. If you need to restock any skydrops, or require any other ship services, just check in with Babs. I'll make sure she receives the necessary updates to assist you. Otherwise, I'll be here to help however I can. I'll return to my work, but I'll be here if you need me.
Come with me. I want to just run some things by you before we get moving. Hey, for the most part, besides 1 or 2 gaffes, you did a good job with all that. You know, introducing yourself with Gren and Harper, getting them up to speed, integrating yourself into their version of the universe. I know it may seem silly, playing dumb, retracing the same steps as last time, but you've gone through a Unity jump before. You know how it goes. You play the role you're meant to, how you're meant to. That's just how it is. Because it's just easier. Regular folks don't want to see causality flipped on its head. It's not something they're built to handle. And then in comes us, knowing pretty much everything that'll happen, because we've seen a version of it all before. Then if we try to break the correct sequence of things, it just complicates matters. So best we play our roles. Besides, the more change, the less predictable things become. So we should at least pretend to do things in an order that makes sense. You mean walk through introductions with Gren and Harper? Well, every time, I would think. I fully acknowledge it might get a little tedious, but it's important we do it. They need to be kept in the loop, be presented with what's going on, and allowed to digest it in as natural a way as possible. I imagine we'll get better at it as time goes on. If we Unity jump again, I reckon we can do the whole meet and greet in half the time at least. The way I see it, sure, we can take a few shortcuts now and again. But if you try to get smart and brute force your way through every situation, try to play the universe against itself, the universe will find a way to balance things out, likely putting you on the losing side of the process. So, best just to do things right. We play along. Mostly. Anyhow, I'd say we're at a good point. We're free to either carry on as before, or start getting ready to take out this universe's Watchtower. Right you are. We know at some point Watchtower will figure out what we're doing and try to bring out the big guns. But we can cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, we have the ability to build a fleet and keep safe. I'll be sure to let you know if I start seeing any warning signs of armillary doomsday devices being built. Okay then, shall we get going? Naturally, I am, after all, part of your crew. Oh, Captain, my Captain, our voyage begins anew. Oh, last thing. If at some point I start talking like it's the very first time we're doing all this, just play along, okay? It's weird, I know, but I'll have good reason. Hey, remember the location of that Watchtower Warehouse? Whole bunch of computer cores and useful hardware there up for grabs. Just need the code to get in. Since you're a full-blown Starborn, there's no reason for me to hide anything from you. Not anymore. And it'll be nice to talk to someone who's in the same cosmic boat, so to speak. Ask whatever you want. Always nice to have a chit-chat.